Hey friends, Joe Owens here with JoeOwensCustomBaits.com. Man, we're already here, mid-January, spring's well on the way, and if you love catching bass like I do, what a great time of year. Anybody that's ever bass fished, one thing's in common, everybody knows it, springtime is jig time, which brings me to the purpose of this video. I'm going to show you 4 different jigs that we carry here at JoeOwensCustomBaits.com that I give you my word will make you a better bass fisherman. First off, anyone that knows me knows that for 4 decades I've been pitching and flipping bass. It's a dynamite way to catch fish. It's a great way to catch really big fish. I want to show you new line of flipping jigs that we got here, and man, they are fantastic. This is a color here that I designed, and this color is called Hot Sauce. Notice here that the trailer that we use is flat on bottom, it's flat on top. That's extremely important because you want the bait to glide. You also want to have big claws like this because it allows the bait to swim, gives it a lot of action in the water. Custom skirt, got a medium flex weed guard on there. You don't want to buy a jig that's got a real stiff weed guard because it's going to really reduce the amount of fish that you get in the boat. Then you're going to have to take the weed guard and you're going to have to cut it shorter, which essentially just makes the bait stiffer, and it's not a good thing. Our jigs also, notice the recessed line tie here to protect the knot. That's really important. Also notice the narrow shape of the tapered head. You can pitch and flip this in the thickest wood, grass line, rock cover, in and around docks, just dynamite baits. But the business end of this jig, 2X strong, wide gap owner hook. Very sharp, very strong, proudly made in the USA right here by yours truly. Available only at JoeOwensCustomBaits.com. Another color of that same exact jig. This is a real popular color for us here, and this is called a chartreuse crawfish. Just a dynamite bait anywhere you want to throw it. Then we're going old school here. This is a color I designed about 10 years ago. It's called Frostbite. Same exact bait. Look how great that bait looks. I'm telling you, if you like pitching and flipping, guys, you got to log on to our online store at JoeOwensCustomBaits.com. We ship any order nationwide right to your door for free. Doesn't cost you a penny for shipping. The second jig that I wanted to show you today, everybody loves fish and swim jigs, and man, I do too. When you're fishing in and around shallow cover, fishing in and around boat docks, today, a swim jig from California to Florida, especially in the spring, is absolutely a top 3 bait. It's a bait you have to have on. It's a bait you need to fish. And with that, again, let me show you what we got. This is a color here that we also call chartreuse crawfish. Got the same exact style trailer on here, but it's got a different head design here. This here comes with it. Also, this is a wide gap hook here. This is a Gamakatsu hook. Very sharp, very strong. Just an absolutely awesome swim jig here. Other color of swim jig here, real popular. Again, you got the old black and blue. The color on this one here, we call this old school, but it's essentially black and blue with a little glitter and flake in it. Just a dynamite bait. And anytime that you're fishing an area that has a lot of shad, be it threadfin shad, gizzard shad, doesn't make any difference. In the springtime, after the bass spawn and the females start moving out, what's the first thing that happens? You got your first shad spawn of the year. Bass start gorging, they go crazy. Tie this baby on, you're going to catch all the bass that you want. And man, you're not only going to catch big ones, you're going to catch largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass. Just a dynamite color. This color here is called Ghost Shad, one of my all-time favorites. Then on our bladed swim jigs, this is an item that everybody that's ever bought this from me has told us that is the best bladed swim jig I've ever used. And I absolutely believe they're the best on the market. I truly do. They're made 100% by me right here in the USA. Again, we ship everything right to your door, free of charge. On the bladed swim jigs, what I was thinking is I wanted to design 2 different sizes. One is what we call the Pro Series bladed swim jigs. It's a finesse style bladed swim jig. It's for real clear water, heavily pressured bass, fisheries that have a lot of smallmouth and a lot of spotted bass. And I'm going to show you a couple of colors here. This is a real good color here for off-colored water. It's called Citrus. Got a nice gold blade here. Now take a look at this blade. This is really important. The blades that we use, see how they got a taper on there? Hook here. Wide gap, again, Gamakatsu hook. You got to go with the good quality hook. Got the custom paddle tail matching trailers here. One of our signature series skirts. Notice the big red eyes on there. Also on all of our bladed swim jigs and our swim jigs, the entire head where when we put the eyes on, the whole head is sealed with a clear hardener sealer to give it more durability, protect the bait, keep the head stable a little bit longer. Another color, this is a color, if you're fishing anywhere where there's smallmouth bass, you got to have this. This is a color that I named after my sweet, beautiful, gorgeous hunk of honey, after my wife, Sally. And this color is what we call Sexy Sally. And man, I mean, you got to admit, by looking at it, this thing's super sexy. Not as sexy as my wife, but it'll do. Just a dynamite color. This will catch you smallmouth bass anywhere that there are smallmouth bass. And finally, my favorite color. This is my favorite color bladed swim jig that we sell. This is a color here that we call Cajun Crawl. It's got two different colors of brown, little bit of orange in there. Again, notice a big red eyes, matching green pumpkin paddle tail trailer on there. These are segmented paddle tail trailers too, so they got great action on the bait. Again, got the Signature Series blades that we carry. It's got the little taper in it. What that does, that taper on there, is it gives the bait a little bit different action in the water, a little bit different look. Puts off a lot of vibration, but it gives it a good swim and a good gliding, wobbling motion. It's something that you ought to try. Then the other bladed swim jig that we carry, this is areas like, say, Clear Lake in California. Or, for anybody that's old like me, if you can remember Lake Pleasant in Arizona, my home state, in the 1990s up until about 2005, when that lake was flooded and just loaded with giant largemouth bass, or some of the lakes in Texas. It'd be a great, these baits I'm going to show you, be a great bait to throw on Falcon Lake in Texas, or Lake Fork, or, back here in the east, Santee Cooper in South Carolina, one of the best big fish factories on the planet. This is a bait you want to throw there. We have customers that buy them. I've got a guide that guides on Sam Rayburn in Texas, and he's bought these from us a couple of times. And he told me, when I get a customer that wants to catch a big fish, this is my go-to bait. So now that I've really built it up, let me show you what a great bait I designed here and show you the bait I'm talking about. This is our Magnum series bladed swim jigs. Now, we use the same tapered blade on these. This color here, again, this color here is called chartreuse crawfish. But you notice it's got a different style head on it. On the smaller bladed swim jigs, we carry those in 3/8 and a quarter and 3/8 ounce. These ones here, these are jumbo to jumbo. It's got a bigger 4-inch segmented paddle tail trailer. This is a 2X strong wide gap owner hook, very sharp, very strong, dynamite bait. On this style, the bigger Magnum bladed swim jigs, we carry them in 3/8, half, and 3/4. So after the spawn, when the big females move out, they start relating to outside points, secondary breaks, and ledges. This is a bait that you want to throw. Just slow roll it 8, 10, 12 feet, and hang on, Junior, because you're about to get bit. This color here, again, this is old school color here. This is black and blue. This color, for anybody that may not know, has been catching giant bass for 6 decades. Bass Pro legend Denny Brower literally made his career on that color of jig. And we all know how that turned out for Denny Brower. God bless him. Again, this is a very unique color. Nobody else carries it. This is a color I designed. I call it hot sauce. And it is a fantastic color. If you can't catch bass on this bait right here, brother, my suggestion to you is to take up golf. So there you have it. 4 of the best baits on the market right now. Log on to our online store at joeowenscustombaits.com. We back every bait that we sell with an unconditional 100% satisfaction warranty. Also, we pay the shipping, ship it right to your house. So if you got a family member, a friend, a buddy, a fishing partner, tournament buddy that you want to give a gift to, a birthday gift, or maybe just looking to fill up your tackle boxes, check us out at joeowenscustombaits.com. And I'd also ask you to please check out our YouTube channel at Joe Owens Outdoors. And, there's bow hunting content on there. I love bow hunting, archery hunting, elk. So there's bow hunting videos on there. There's also a lot of how-to videos showing us fishing the baits that we make, showing us how we rig the baits and information like that. And hopefully if you like that content, you'll give us a like and subscribe. God bless you and your families. Thank you for checking out the video today, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday.